Okay, next, you will also need a HTML web page editor. So type in HTML web page editor and click search. Now, if you've never heard of FrontPage or Dreamweaver, then HTML web page editor is the software which is needed for you to create web pages, for you to design web pages. So for example, if I type in HTML web page editor, there are a few results over here, and there are also many open source or many free editors which you can find. Even if you search like this, HTML web page editor, there are a lot of results which you can choose. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I will recommend you to use this NView software over here, NView application, and this is an open source application. That means it's totally free for you to use. So instead of using Dreamweaver or FrontPage, or right now is also known as Microsoft Web Expression, so instead of paying for all those applications, you can start with NView for free. Now, if you've gotten your profits later on, then you'll consider to get a better HTML editor like Dreamweaver, FrontPage, or um, Microsoft Web Expression. Now enter NView site here, and you can see this is the page right now, and it lists down all the benefits and the features of NView. It is what you see is what you get. Editing of pages. This code over here, you see YWSIY it is known as what you see is what you get. That means whatever that you design on the page, that is what it will look like later on. Because before this type of applications exist, people use the HTML code. That means they only design web pages solely based on HTML code. But that was the past, during the past time, during the early days of internet. So right now you have this editor which is known as what you see is what you get. Okay, so you want to download, just go to downloads link over here and scroll down and find your platform, your computer platform. If you are using Mac, you can choose over here. If you're using sorry, this is Mac. If you're using Linux, then it's over here. If you are running Windows, which most of you are running Windows, then just click on any of these two. Okay, so this is where you will be able to find your HTML web page editor. Now next, let's search for an autoresponder. You will need autoresponder to manage your subscription. So type in autoresponder and search, and over here you can see a lot of searches. In fact, there are 3.8 million searches for autoresponder. You can see over here there are get response autoresponder, iContact, Send Studio. Let's see, let's scroll down. Auto-response plus, paid forward for profits, 365 salesbot, this Vice Scripts, or Millennium Responder, Aweber, the site wizard, email addresses, and so on. There's so many of them. So right now I'm giving you a lot of options for you to choose. But at the same time, according to my experience as an internet marketer, according to my experience dealing or working through with a few autoresponders, then I would encourage you, highly recommend you to get Aweber, either Aweber, okay, let's open in a new tab, or GetResponse. These are the top two autoresponders for internet marketers right now. But currently, top marketers are using Aweber.com. Okay, many marketing gurus are using Aweber.com, and a few are using. There are also many who are using GetResponse.com. But you must know that these two applications, they are hosted solutions. That means you do not need to install any script on your server. You just need to use the autoresponder based on the company's server. So no need to install it on your server. But the downside of this application or this way is that you have to pay monthly fee. but it's very small. Like Aweber is only 19.95 per month, and for GetResponse I think it's around the same price. Okay, you can also get Auto Response Plus like this, but this Auto Response Plus will run on your own server. That means you will install the script on your own server, so there won't be any monthly fees. Okay, there won't be any monthly fees. You just pay once for the script and that's it. You do not have to pay anymore. The other application which I'm also using is Parabots.com, and I actually recommend Parabots over um, Auto Response Plus. It's just my preference. Okay, so the reason now why I recommend you to get a hosted autoresponder account, that means you will not deal with any scripts on your server. The reason is because of email deliverability. Right now, as I'm speaking in 2008, email deliverability is a very big issue, because a lot of emails could not be delivered due to ISP blocking of spams and so on. So a lot of filtering, email filtering, and because of that, these ISPs most of the time, or a lot of times, block genuine emails, which is why you would want to use a hosted server, a hosted solution like Aweber, who actually work with all these ISPs, work along with these ISPs. So they usually get much better deliverability rate. So same thing for GetResponse. Okay, they have high deliverability rates. And also, besides not having your own script installed on your server, which can cause a lot of headaches and technical difficulties, using a hosted solution will also prevent you from getting accused of spam. Because sometimes when you use, okay, for example, Parabots, when you use a script which you install on your server, some spammers are able to hack to your account, or they'll even able to spoof your email. That means they send out spam, but they put the from section, the from email, as your name and your email address. So sometimes these recipients will complain to the relevant authorities on your email or on your website address, due to your email being spoofed or your identity being spoofed by these spammers. So if you want to prevent that from happening, if you want to prevent your IP address from getting blacklisted, or even your web hosting account from getting shut down, then it is best to use a hosted solution like Aweber. So right now I'm using Aweber and also Parabots, but Parabots I use for a few mailing lists like customer list and so on, whereas Aweber I'm using for my main newsletter list. Okay, now the last part that you want to consider is getting royalty free images. Now sometimes on your opt-in page or your landing page, you want to have some images, and in order for you to get these images, of course you can't just use any images which you can find or you can search on the internet, because most of them are copyrighted. So if you want to get a royalty free image which you can use legally, so type in royalty free images on Google or any other search engine, and there you will be presented with a few results. Let's say iStock Photo. These sites provide royalty free images for you to use, and they are very cheap. Let's see. So you can use on your website, which specifically is your opt-in page for this case. Okay, it's not loading. Let's go to other results. Okay, let's say this, open a new tab. Okay, there you go, freedigitalphotos.net. So you can search for any photos, and you just pay a small fee, one-time small fee, and you'll be able to use the image on your website forever. Okay, so you can search for images. Let's say you have a term affiliate, for example. Let's say your newsletter is about affiliates. Okay, you can see there are no affiliate photos because this is quite general. So let's say if you have a topic on cooking, okay, or on recipe, so just type in cooking, search, and you'll be able to find images related to cooking. So depending on your niche, type in the keyword over here and click on the go button. Then you'll be presented with a few images which you can choose and use on your website. So this site is not loading. Never mind, we'll just ignore this. So if you go back to the Google search, the result search, you can find a few results. A few companies like Getty Images is also another um, popular choice. BestIMToolz.com, Jupiter Images, and so on. Okay, so that's all for this part of the video, and thank you for watching.